Romance in what language?
It's been so long, I forgot what romance. You know, my dream is to be India's Oprah. Who remembers the princesses of Disney? They only remember the evil queens. So I think I get more recognized in Texas than in Hyderabad. Blasphemy. How dare you speak your mind?
And how difficult was it for Andhra and Telangana parents to accept a Tamram?
This is the first time I'm having this conversation. This is going to get viral.
Welcome to the Suvir Saran Show. You can see the palpable smile on my face. I'm here to welcome Lakshmi Manchu, a woman who needs no introduction. She's an actress, a philanthropist, and most of all, an incredible human being. And I want to learn a few words of Tamil and Telugu from her, and also talk to her about these foods of these two regions I love. Lakshmi, welcome to the show.
Before you start, let me take a moment to just receive you and look at you and all that you have done with yourself. My daughter and I are big foodies. We wake up early in the morning to go find, where do we go eat? Last night we ordered soup. We were fast asleep. We woke up to eat it. So food is a very, 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 very integral part of our lives. And it's not easy what you've achieved. So thank you. I feel really honored to be sitting in front of you. So I wanted to say this ahead before our conversation started. So Suvi, thank you for having me.
Honor is mine. You are a legend.
Thank you.
Whether it's the Telugu or Tamil films,
Yeah.
you've cracked them.
Thank
But
you.
you've also cracked Oklahoma. So when you left India and arrived in Oklahoma, how old were you?
I was 19 and a half.
As I was in America when I came to New York City.
Really?
How difficult was Oklahoma?
See, first I went to Chicago.
A little better.
Little better. Chicago is beautiful. So I thought America, it'll all be the same. No, what do you know? That's the first time me being in America. And then I wanted to go to college, and I was there in July, and I said, I want to go to college this August. No, June, mid-June. And they said, no, college is going to take you in August, because I didn't want to come back home. And then
there is a college, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I had some people from Hyderabad going to school there. And then I called and they said, well, you have to give your TOEFL, GMAT, this, that. And I said, well, I'll do it. So they gave me the seat and I said, within this period of time, you need to fulfill all these requirements and criteria. For me, getting into college was the main thing. So I said, okay. Little did I know, there were still cracked windows from the bombing. It was like 5 years after I went, after
Timothy
the bombing.
McVeigh.
Yeah. 95 was the bombing. I went to college 99 August. And they were in the city still had those cracked windows from them. They didn't fix it. But let me tell you, if it wasn't Oklahoma, I don't think I would have finished college, really.
Yeah, you weren't distracted by anything.
Yeah.
But tell me, you didn't look like me. I look like an Arab boy. They call me all kinds of things, curry head. But was it difficult being an Indian woman in Oklahoma?
Not at all. They didn't think I was Indian. They first of all thought I spoke very good English. And then I'm tall. I'm not too dark or too fair. So they thought I was exotic. And if another person called me exotic, I'd be like, something else. So that's what I got away with. So even when I auditioned, I went in for Hispanic, mixed race. I very rarely went in for Indian roles.
And when did you lose your accent, the Indian way of talking?
When I was in college, I took voice and phonetics because I was the only international student in the theater program. My friends still make fun of my accent. Certain words, they find it very funny. I can't tell which words they are. But I took voice and phonetics, and the V's and W's were the hardest.
We all say welcome and
welcome. For me to say welcome was so hard. And my brother's name is Vishnu. So I would always say Vishnu. So to get the V right and the W.
But Indians don't hear it.
Overwhelming. That took me a week. because it had the V and the W, you know. So, and I was like, this is my one-way ticket. If I don't learn, they're going to pack me back home, you know.
But how amazing you are that you did it. I never had to be in show business, so I've never lost my accent. I'd wonder if it changes you. Did it change you? Because Indians will make fun of you that you went back and you came back with a new
They
accent.
made fun of me here. They
Yeah.
still make fun. Oh, she was in America a little bit. 13 years and I did my undergrad, so give me a break. There are people who go there and do IT jobs and have a stronger accent than me. You've been here 6 months, bruh, you know? But it's all, you take it with the stride. We live in glass houses. They like you, they don't like you, they're mad about you, they hate you. You got to learn this. I mean, it wasn't so harsh when growing up. I mean, I grew up in Chennai, yes, and my dad being a superstar.
Mohan Babu.
Yes, I never had to really face criticism like I did until I came in front of the camera. I thought they're gonna love me. I was born in the industry. I'm their baby.
A Nepo baby.
Yeah, of course, full on. I wear the crown with pride.
How difficult was it to get your first break?
It's still very difficult for me. Being a South Indian hero's daughter, if I was a heroine's daughter, it would have been...
How is that different?
Suvir, if you really look at it, I mean, leave North. I mean, there are a lot of your Karinas and Karishmas, and all of them are actors' daughters, right? But out of all these actors, like take Chiranjeevi Garu, Balakrishna Garu, Venkatesh Garu, Nagarjuna Garu, Shobhan Babu Garu, NTR, A.N. Krishna Garu, Krishnam Raju. From that time to now, only Mohan Babu's daughter is in front of the camera. You know, so...
And why? Why is that?
I don't know. I think people are more accepting now. Even a few of my other friends who are actors' daughters wanted to get into the industries and the theaters were burnt, saying, you cannot let our girl come into the industry.
But you can have other people's daughters come in.
Yeah.
But...
So, hello. Don't get me started. We live in such a hypocritical society. And that's why that was my ticket to America. Not that I wanted to, I didn't even know what America was. But where could I be an artist? And I could have chosen not to be one and had a very super luxurious, you know, a superstar daughter's life. But there's some Kira that comes inside you that drives you, you can't go to sleep because there is you're driven, you're ambitious, you want to do something. And the only thing I ever wanted to do was be an actor. And
even now it continues?
Continues. I moved to Bombay now, saying, ho gaya, Hyderabad can't be the rest of my life. I want to terrain new terrains and explore new places. And my daughter was 8 when I moved here. She's 10 now, yeah. So I said, what next? What else can we do, right? So I think as an artist, you cannot have these geographical boundaries. You got to be everywhere.
There's an Urdu ghazal that says, मैं आप अपनी तलाश में हूँ, मेरा कोई रहनुमा नहीं है. There's no GPS location. वो क्या दिखाएंगे राह मुझको जिन्हें खुद अपना पता नहीं है. That we're all just struggling to
find your way. How is somebody else going to show me the way?
When they're just as lost as me.
I'm going to just take that as mine and learn that and every time say, this is who I am.
That's my motto of life.
Wow.
That I'm still finding myself and you are too. And we're all lost.
Yeah.
So this untethering from South India, from Telangana, Andhra to Bombay. When did you arrive in Mumbai?
It's been a year and 2 months.
And do they make fun of you for being a South Indian? Because
they call me Madrasi.
Because that's the length and breadth of, imagine it's Idli Dosa Madrasi.
Idli Dosa Madrasi. Before I would get very angry, but now I'm very patient, thanks to my yoga and meditation. I explain, no, we are now 5 states. It used to be 4.
Yeah, it used to be 4.
Now 5, now yeah. And I say we eat differently, we speak differently, we maybe dress differently also in some places. Our jewelry is different.
And you speak Madrasi, they ask, right?
Yeah. No, I speak Tamil. Madrasi kya hota hai? When you really understand in India, we are 18% of the world population. We don't really travel from one place to another until the IT sector came in. I don't think people ever left their hometowns. It was a thing ki Bahar mat jao. Our parents also wanted us to stay. Want us, let me talk about me. Want us to stay where we are. Why would you want to travel? Why you're the queen here? But I can't be a frog in a well. I really felt like that when I went to America. I'm like, really? Itna hai? I thought that was my world and that's all that existed for me and everybody around. But when you go out and travel and you're like meeting yourself for the first time in this foreign country, you're like, who am I? What am I? What do I like anymore? I am who I am today because America gave me that freedom to be completely who I am and still love me for who I am.
Why did you come back?
I got manipulated by my family, truth be told. I say this all the time. My brother was getting married. I came here for the engagement. And during one of these discussions, I was like, my dream is to be India's Oprah.
Which you could be. You have that presence.
Thank you. It's in the making. Vision board. And then in conversation, I was speaking this, and then I went back to America and I came back for the wedding and the show was ready. I said, what do you mean? I don't even speak Telugu anymore. I've been away for 13 years. And they said, no. We'll give you the questions. They'll be in your, you just do it. And
Be a
Vishnu,
puppet.
yeah. Vishnu, my brother, was like, listen, I just got getting married, stay over for 2 more months, make a bunch of money. You would have been with the family. And I'd been gone for a long time then. I said, this makes sense. And then here I am.
Never
Then
went back.
lots of ups and downs, turns, and here I am. But no regrets. I don't think I would have been able to raise such a beautiful child being in
How
America.
did Nirvana happen? When did she happen?
So when she happened...
Divine
intervention.
Immaculate conception? How did
Yes.
she
No,
happen?
my husband and I decided to have a child. And then I had an assistant that I had gotten a visa to take her back to America. For my brother's wedding, the wedding was supposed to be over. Her apartment was a studio apartment in the same floor that I had a 2-bedroom. So everything was sorted. I had set up the house. And then when this 2-month delay happened, and then another movie came along and another thing came along. And then 3 years passed and I said, okay, now I'm ready to have a child. And then I said, I'm not going back to America by myself just to have a child. Because by then, all my girlfriends had babies and they had become zombies. It was scary for me.
There's no help. There's nothing.
There is zero help. And they go to so much mental stress and
everything.
And then once we decided to have her, we said, okay, we're going to be here for a little bit. And then it's just too easy. I hear you have your mother, your father, your in-laws, your brothers. I would just dump her and go wherever I wanted to. I find it more difficult in Bombay, and I have to call my neighbors because it's not as easy, right? Because my family lives in
So does Papa Nirvana have a name?
Yes, Andy Srinivasan, Anand, but Andy is what we call him. He lives in Texas, so she has 2 homes. She's here during school time, and then holidays she's in America, and we're traveling. I love this setup.
And Texas is now one of the few states that recognizes Diwali as a state holiday.
Yeah, I think I get more recognized in Texas than in Hyderabad. I'm not making this up.
Where in
It's
Texas?
true. Houston.
That's a big tech town.
Yeah.
So tell me, how difficult is it to have a long distance relationship?
It is very difficult. I think when you're together, whatever you fight, you balance it out. But when you're away and you fight, it just creates more distance. No matter how much you want to bring that back together, we've figured it out. I think for us right now, the main focus is our daughter. I think our relationship truly, honestly, has taken a back seat. But we are, like, when it comes to our daughter, we are like this. Like, we are rock solid. So certain things that when you're growing up, you have these ideals about life, reality comes hitting you, and then you have to readjust to reality and where you are and who you are. And for me, that was a lot of adjustment, because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and some people, I don't know how many people I'll offend by just being me.
But-
but I don't care. That's never stopped me from saying what I feel. I'm not saying you should be like this. Can only speak for me and my experience of life and what life has taught me. Freedom is what we always strive for. And I think in the world that there is today, to find those pockets of freedom is very, very, very important. Freedom in whatever way that you think your freedom is.
And what
For
is-
me, this is freedom, to be able to speak my mind, to say what I feel like.
What language do you dream in?
I think English, because, since I was a kid, I was in Chennai, so we spoke Tamil around. Telugu was only with my amma. And English convent school I went to. So English was the medium of conversation mostly. So I'm very, very comfortable. Hindi is fat raha hai mere ko abhi. Yeah.
Romance in what language?
It's been so long, I forgot what romance.
Fantasy romance in what language?
Fantasy romance. I think English only.
Why?
No, yeah, English, Hindi, I think Korean. I dream in Korean. I am looking at this beautiful skin, tall, handsome man just speaking to me in Korean. I think love language can be anything when you feel it. Truly. Now that I've never thought of it, but that's the answer that's coming to me.
And the intelligent language. When you want to sound intelligent, what language?
English.
Why?
Oh, I think that is the only language that I can freely communicate without thinking.
And does that make you elitist in today's India?
I don't give a yeah, baby. It took me so long to learn Telugu. Now I can speak in front of 10,000 people with a mic and hold a conversation and have people clap for me. I learned it after I came here. I can speak in Tamil. I did a movie in Malayalam and I dubbed for myself. Now, when they say, oh, Hindi will you do? I said, I'll do Hindi, Bengali, Oriya, Korean. I keep saying Korean because it's in my vision that why not be in a Korean soap opera, right?
Have you auditioned for
Not
any of it?
yet, but I keep saying it. Hopefully, through your podcast, maybe some Koreans will hear it. So I say my ultimate dream is to have an Oscar. People trolled me for it, Oscar, but I dare to dream.
Have to dream.
So here is my next dream about being in a Korean drama.
You've gotten so many awards from Filmfare to the local Southern Indian Awards. Your movies, you've had all kinds of roles. What was the favorite recognition that you got?
It has to still be my first film, Anaganaga Odirudu.
How do you say it, please? I'm trying not to make fun of myself by trying to say the name.
I'll make you repeat it now that you said that. Anaganaga
Anaganaga
Odirudu.
Odirudu.
You said it.
Anaganaga Odirudu.
Yeah, you said it.
So you got the award for this first film.
I got a state award. I was the first woman to get a state award for best villain.
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
So again, I'm not flexing, but
You're a villain?
I'm a villain. I am the only official evil queen of Disney in India.
Disney, because it was released by them?
Disney only produced one movie directly. That was this film.
Anaganaga.
Anaganaga Odirudu. Then they now signed up with other studios, but that was a direct Disney film.
How incredible is that?
So I am the, who remembers the princesses of Disney? They only remember the evil queens. So
that's
my
honor,
claim to fame. The first day when the premiere happened, so I'm waiting for my dad to come down and said, your nose should have been like this, your look should have been like that, your dialogue here, you didn't punch it right. He's very, very critical because again, Mohan Babu. He walked down and he bent and did one adab to me.
Adab.
Adab.
Look at that. It's universal.
I get goosebumps every time I repeat this. I never thought that would happen, and it didn't after that. But that was
Once
it.
in a lifetime is enough.
It's something that I'll hold on to for the rest of my life.
Mother, what role did she play in your life?
If it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't be sitting here.
And if it wasn't for your mother, would your father have been the man he was?
No, she's the glue in the family. I don't think we would have still been together without her. And we're all very strong-headed people. And we are very, very opinionated, all five of us. But she somehow makes us mutton curry and brings us all back together.
And where is she also from Telangana?
She's from Andhra in a town called Naidupeta next to Nellore. So she's Nellore district. Daddy's from Chittor district, which is not so far away. But again, food culture very, very different in both those jillas.
In what way? The food?
So Nellore has a lot of vegetables. They have Swarnamukhi Nadi, the river Swarnamukhi. So what happens when there is
Nadi
river?
as a river.
When the river flows, you have a lot of vegetation. Okay.
And seafood also, fish?
Yes, fish, seafood, vegetation, because you're farming, you have a lot of,
Alluvial soil. And
you
all
know,
of that.
yes. But in Rayalaseema, even Rayalaseema literally translate to a land of rocks.
Ooh.
Okay, Rayal.
Yeah, Ryle.
So there it's dry chili, dry meat, and a lot of meats.
And that's a mutton from your mom.
So just the food itself. So breakfast is idli and mutton curry for us.
When are you inviting me?
My mom's mutton curry, we're going to be best friends after that. I'm telling you. So she come the other day, I was feeling sick. I had a migraine, which I get once a year. She flew down just to cook for me. And I was like, Amma, just this will be enough, you know, like and then she hasn't found the right meat place in Bombay yet, because I think it's sheep and not goat. I don't know the difference, but in Hyderabad it's goat, so the meat flavor is
Tender
different, and so she gets the goat meat from there for me to cook it here.
And did she grind her own powders,
Yes,
podis
yes,
and all of
yes,
that?
yes, fully.
And you know, there's that, what is it
My
called?
mom-in-law, till today, I call her for my rasam podi, my sambar podi.
As Mrs.
100%.
Srinivasan, she may be Tambram.
Fully Iyengar.
See, I guessed it from the name.
How do you know? ఈ అబ్బాయి తెలుగు మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు తెలుసా నేను షాక్ తిన్నాను వచ్చి కూర్చున్న వెంటనే
எப்படி இருக்கிறீங்க?
தமிழ் கூட பேசுறீங்க நீங்க இதுங்க
நானும் நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
நீங்க எப்பயோ
ஓடி விளையாடு பாப்பா ஒரு குழந்தை வையாது பாப்பா. சின்ன சின்ன குருவி போல திறந்த பிறந்த பாட்டு.
அச்சச்சச்சச்சச்ச டட்டிங் அப்பா நான் I am.
So I love Southern Indian food. My book Indian Home Cooking, the first chapter is all rasam.
Really?
And I have recipes of 8 or 9 rasams.
Really?
And first I have to tell all the North Indian sambar nahi hota, wo deer hota hai, sambar. And then more koiramba.
More koramba, yeah.
Koramba, yeah. Of course I have to get more koramba.
Yeah.
So do you all make all of that in your
Of
home?
course, full on.
Teach me now. I can't get enough of Southern Indian food.
Oh.
It's so layered with spice and flavor.
It is, and
light.
it's when you put it, it's not like you dump everything and put a
It's
slow
light.
cooker. It's light, but you got to be there with it. You know, what goes first, what goes
scent,
later.
The nose, the colors.
Yeah.
Not everything is the same color.
Yes,
So
and you can taste the vegetable. It's not just all in a masala curry, you know. You can taste every vegetable.
Parapacharu?
Pappucharu.
Pappucharu.
Yeah,
Moong
you
dal.
miss Tamil and Telugu together. I love it.
Parappu and
Pappucharu.
pappu.
Yeah.
Pappucharu.
Pappucharu. Yes.
Lunch with rice, it's so incredible.
It is. So every day my lunch has to be typical ghar ka khana. So I realized, yes, you need to have itna fiber, itna carb, this. So my carbs come from my rice.
You have to have that food. Southern Indian food, you don't need to measure.
Yeah,
You're getting
I
everything.
eat, and even my chutney is a vegetable
pachadi.
chutney, pachadi. So I have rotu pachadi, which is, you know, what do you call this? Ground
Yeah.
chutneys. So I do it with vegetable. I have one sabji, I have my chicken, fish, lamb, whatever, and rice. And papad.
And pesarattu ever comes into play?
Dinner is pesaratu. I've cracked it. So because I can't do fish, vegetables. My problem is I don't like chewing so much. That vegetables, it's too much, yeah. So now I've cracked it. It's pesaratu and chutney for dinner.
I love pesarattu.
Yeah.
Just the texture, the
Yes.
color, everything about it.
And the taste, and it's fulfilling with just 2 of them. It's I can see you go. His mouth is watering. I love
Totally.
it.
Pesarattu is my favorite.
Come home
and
tonight,
with all
I'll
the
give you
pacharis,
pesaru.
Andhra pacharis, nobody matches them. There's
Oh.
fire, there's strength of flavor.
Yes.
Oof, and the colors that they bring with the pacharis.
Yes, yes.
You're so lucky. I wish I had your life.
Oh,
Do you make any of these?
I do. I used to cook in America. My friends used to love me. So for that reason, Andy and me were a great combination because he would do the cutting and cleaning and I would do the cooking. And it was easy there. I would use the oven, I would use the egg boiler thingy, I would use the mixie, there were many things that I could do easily in that
And
kitchen.
it's very easy to cook in America.
I don't know why it's so difficult here, I find it.
Because we have humans that we use.
And they don't, yeah. So they're like, do you cook? I'm like, I have a cook. So I don't go into the kitchen here.
So Andy and you, were you love marriage or arranged marriage?
Love. 7 years we knew each other. I should have known him a little while longer. Just kidding. I am the meanest to him.
But that means you trust him.
I do. Oh, that is there. And I think that's the reason the marriage has lasted as long as it has.
How long has it been?
2006, and add 7 to that.
Yeah. I was in a relationship for 20 years with a man. So we got 140 years of gay marriage. The dog years of gay marriage.
Yes. Can you believe that?
How many lifetimes?
Yeah, because otherwise it's hard. You need to know somebody long enough. And he never came in my way. He was my biggest champion of being an actor. That was very interesting for me, for an Indian man and a South Indian man from India to accept from the world that I came from, you needed to be a certain way. And for him, he just found joy in whatever madness that I was up to.
And how difficult was it for Andhra and Telangana parents to accept a Tambram?
Very.
Really?
Very, very.
Even within southern India?
Yeah. He's Tambram, I'm Telugu Kamma. Nothing
eating
compared.
Mutton, yeah.
Hello, we eat meat, they don't.
Or garlic and mutton.
Even till today. I don't know why my mother-in-law follows me. She'll be listening to this also right now. She's my biggest
You adore her?
I adore her, and how both of them, both my in-laws, but my mom-in-law a lot more because I talk to her a lot more. What was I saying? I lost thought.
How difficult was it to be accepted?
Yeah, I don't know why she follows me on Instagram, because I love posting food pictures, and from sushi to sashimi to every meal that I have.
She doesn't make you like Tambram sushi?
No. She did when her son did say I eat meat, she got very upset and cried and got a fever. So we don't tell her anymore. But then she follows me.
So you're this incredible woman who's all India, who's this beautiful color. Do you think Indian women have it easier, better, more fulfilling than your mother's generation and her mom's generation?
Absolutely.
In what way?
I think we found a voice today to able to speak your mind. Blasphemy. How dare you speak your mind? I don't think my mom still can really do that openly unless it's under closed doors, and the only way she can speak her mind is lose her temper.
And is she forgiven?
Yeah, of course she is. You know, I was having breakfast with a friend of mine this morning, and he has grown children. They're in their 20s, and he said, I think we are in that stage of, we're scared of our parents and our kids. Like now my girl's 10 and a half. She's got such a strong opinion. We got backhanded and said, shut up and eat.
Does she take after mom?
She does, and I encourage her to do so. I mean, how beautiful is that for her to be able to, speak her mind. But I don't think we were ever given that kind of freedom. Don't do it. Don't talk about it. It's okay. It'll go away. Don't tell them. We were told what not to do more than what we could do. So I had to only deal with, okay, these are all the things I can't do. So what is it that I can do? They don't have an answer.
And this you're talking about as a woman who's from the South.
Yes.
In North India, women often tell me that Southern Indian women have more agency, safety, access, comfort, less predators. North Indian men are more predatory. And you're telling me women didn't have as much. Do you really think?
Yeah, I think the grass is always greener on the other side. We look at the North Indian and say, look at these women, they can wear salwar kameezes, they can, wear lipstick, and they can go out to movies with even now, to go to movies, you need, the whole family needs to go, or you need permission. Here, if you go and...
Need permission from whom?
From your husband, your in-laws, your whatever.
Come
it
on.
wasn't, no, I swear, it wasn't that easy. And now when, I mean, again, I don't look at Bombay as India because we're so cosmopolitan. But again, coming from Hyderabad and Chennai, still being raised in cosmopolitan cities, you don't find as many women. Like here, I go to any restaurant, if there are 10 tables, there are at least 4 tables of just women. I bet you won't find that even till today in Hyderabad. Maybe women who are going to college or, you know, in their 30s, but you won't hear all age groups get out, you know. So I am still not shocked, but really pleasantly surprised in how much freedom people in Bombay and Delhi have.
And you think in 2025, more Indian women will have the ability to have intimate pleasure, have orgasms, and find.
He said the O word.
And I'm asking you this because I grew up in New York. I came of age in New York. I've lived there 30 plus years. And I was shocked when I think it was Cosmopolitan magazine that had a cover that said 60 to 70% of women will never feel an orgasm in their life. And it shattered me that men take it for granted and a woman has to struggle to feel it and see it. What do you think happens in India? This is what the worldwide...
I think we really need some sex education starting early about pleasuring the women too. You know, I'm not saying in school or whatever, that people need to talk about it openly, because I think I can speak for my girlfriends who are married, happily married, and I have had these conversations with them because I'm a big gifter of toys, you know, because I'm like, the men, here you can find your own pleasure. And women in their 40s are like, what do you mean? How can I put this in my room? Where will I hide it? They are scared to find pleasure for themselves. Forget about another man giving it to them because it's such a taboo. So a man, even till today, I don't know how much he knows that a woman can get there and needs to get there, and you need to be patient with her. It's all about, did I get through or not? And am I? So they think if the man's done, it's done.
But that's everywhere, all over the world.
We're only beginning when you're done. You know what I mean? So what else before, after, foreplay? This is the first time I'm having this conversation. This is going to get viral. You know, because we don't talk about it enough. How were you and I born without man and woman coming, like, again, as you asked, no? Lord Surya, like, you know, how Kunti Devi had her 5 kids, a beam of light. Didn't you see in Mahabharat with the beam of light? That's why we were all born. That's how they behave also. My mom and dad, my dad will do this. My mom will be like, "Chi, keep quiet." I'm like, show us some romance. No, that's a problem with our parents also. They kept it inside the bedroom. I wish they were a little bit more open about holding hands, about touching each other. It doesn't have to be lustful or vulgar, but, you know, care. I kiss my daughter 100 times a day. I hug her 100 times a day. My dad would have kissed me on my forehead, holding my head like that. That also, like, if I achieved something, like, otherwise it's always touching the feet, right? So where is the intimacy just between your siblings or in a healthy way?
What are 3 of your strengths?
My voice.
It is beautiful.
Thank you. I think my mind.
And what about your mind do you think is so special?
I think because...
it's a villain's mind?
No. You know, the last 5 years, I've really did a big dive into inner work, self-healing, what is trauma, boundaries. This is a language I did not know. Nobody taught me about it. You know, they open the door and come inside even till today. My parents. What do you mean you lock the door? Parents should be able to come in. Now they understand. But now I lock it and say, you need to knock. You know, as recent as during COVID. You know, I went to live with my dad because he has a beautiful farmhouse. He grows his own vegetables. He would wake me up at 5:30 in the morning. He's like, chalo, chalo, walk pe jayenge. I said, dude, I can go back to my house. So now I came here because I want to be here. Now, if you start behaving like dad, and as I was growing up, I'm going back to my house. Then he said, okay, be this lazy person, get up at 10 o'clock, eat breakfast at 12 o'clock. With a lot of pain, he would say it. But I think I made him understand that we have our own lives, you know. So that was a big shift for him also. Because up until then, wherever we were, if we went home to my parents' house, we would do how my dad wanted us to be. Wake up in the morning, shower, do your puja, do your whatever. But now I'm like, no, I don't feel like showering. I won't shower till 10. What are you going to do? You know, these little things were breaking those molds. So I think growing up enough to speak up to him was a big strength. It's something that I like right now. Saying no, which I didn't know how to say no. That's something I'm learning and not feeling guilty about it. I said no, what are they going to think? How else can I make up for the no that I said? Now it's no means no, man. I don't need to give you an explanation. So I'm liking those things about me, these new changes that I've learned. Learning.
And one more strength.
I thought I gave 5, 6. Nahi diya.
One more. De diye, par ek aur strength de do.
What is my strength? That my friends. I have the most beautiful set of friends that are 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Like I could, like that, and they will drop everything and be there for me. Like really, I wouldn't be such a strong human being without their love, and friendship means the world to me.
Is friendship bought, earned? Is it a journey?
Earned. And a lot of work. I did this, you did this means doesn't happen. I still call my girlfriends. How are you doing? I haven't spoken to you. Suddenly I thought of you. I'm very big on, I love you, just simply, you know, just because you don't talk to them, it doesn't mean, there are some friends I don't talk to. One of my friend Monique is in London. We've been only messaging each other at 3 a.m. and both of us have been sleeping. So one morning I woke up at 7 and I was like, are you there? And then, you know, my whole cardio was just talking to her. You know, you got to make that effort. There are time differences. There are, you're geographically further away. I've lost the time with my friends being here in Mumbai. But they've all made time to come here and spend the nights with me, weekends with me. And we make plans saying, let's go on this hike, let's book this restaurant. It is work, yeah. You can't just say ki...
But rewarding work.
Yeah, it is earned and it's a journey. And I realize that some will stay with you forever and some won't. And that's okay.
Yeah. Bombay, you're here. What are you doing here that we should know about?
I just finished a show on Amazon. I think I can talk about it. Now it's finally coming out in June. And I'm working with a few more networks to put a few show together. I recently lost a show because they thought I was too beautiful and young for it. I'm like,
and was
to make me look younger is, for anybody, it's difficult. I mean, if I didn't color my hair, you will see a lot of grays.
So before I let you go, tell us an honest secret that you've never revealed. Something where you can show your vulnerability and give us your strength.
Secrets, you know, being an actor's daughter, we were all raised to always shut up. Because whatever we are told gets multiplied into gossip. So whatever happens in my life, I need to differentiate between, is it personal or private? Certain private things I'm open to talk about. I mean, I think I revealed a lot today with you. I find it very difficult raising my daughter in Bombay. I didn't think it was as... Because I don't have the family support system like I did.
Now you have me a gay uncle, Gunkle.
Gunkle. Oh, I didn't know that's what they were called, Gunkle. But I have beautiful neighbors and friends, really. So I've been doing the sadhana before Shivratri. So I've been doing 3 hours of yoga every evening from 6:30 to 9:30. So my main staff, suddenly this week, all of them, somebody's health is not good. So I don't have my regular staff. And I don't like leaving her alone with just my cook and my housekeeping maid. So my friend came and picked her up, until I finished yoga, and I went and picked her up after that. Today I called my neighbor and I said, can I send her up? She's like, please send her. And what can I give her for dinner? I'm making khichdi. I said, please don't make khichdi. She hates it. Make her dal, make her roti sabji. Like that kind of freedom I have. And she's a neighbor of mine, But again, those are friends that I've created. But it's not as easy as, Ma, I'm going out, come home. Or I'm sending Apple. It's just one sentence. Now it's a little, although my girlfriends say, please don't say thank you and all of that, but there is a lot of gratitude for what they do for me. So that has been a challenge, a real challenge, which I thought, not a big deal. Because I'm going outdoors. I'll be gone for a shoot. I have cousins who come and stay with my daughter, but it's not the same.
But you're an incredible person. I'm shocked that we didn't meet sooner in America, but I'm grateful that we did today.
I am too.
And thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
So before we let you go, these are some goodies from Amul.
Wow.
To keep with your naughty, dark secrets and your personality.
I love it. Amul butter can do a lot of things. Amul buttermilk is one of the best things that you can do, like even in terms of ingredients. I take this when I'm traveling a lot. I love me some Amul butter.
And if you love yourself some Amul butter, there's a little Coke love for you.
Oh, Coca-Cola. Thank you. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi. And thank you for joining us on the Sweet Saran Show. Share it with your loved ones, your family, friends, and everybody you know. And join us again very soon.